so bad, she wants it.
Yeah, that's right. And the bottom one is the previous meeting. It's no time to wait for me, I'm catching up.
No, it's just, it's good to have a board meeting, but we've had board meetings, we didn't have them, that's right. It's nothing approved. All it is, and we'll talk about the board meeting, but I've got a list of the costs. I have one.
So you have agendas and personnel for this
Well,
meeting.
this, but that will be out hopefully.
Please have you.
Did you bring copies of this?
I didn't know if it had changed since my HR agenda changed. I didn't know if that had changed as well.
Well, I guess until we discuss, we don't.
And I'll leave it to you guys if you want to have a closed session. It's on the agenda for,
Okay, we need an
read the whole
HR
language.
Somebody else prepared it, so I thought they would bring it.
She said you would be a few minutes late.
Do we have an HR agenda?
Yeah,
Because
Tom, I gave you that, right? Here, I gave
it.
it, Tom, I'll go make copies of it. And that's what Matthew
What do you need?
did.
Oh, the minutes?
No, the agenda that I gave you.
Yeah, go
What do you want? I think Matthew wants to make copies of this. Okay, sure, just in case that's not what's done back there. Okay. There you go. And I think I've got another copy right here.
Thank you.
Chairwoman.
Use like these, yeah, I think that-
I'll fill it.
Okay, very good. I heard you say you're a runner. This is better running weather, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm also a wedding photographer, so I'm really busy right now. But really
That's
make
good.
sure.
Can read those before we.
I don't run anymore. If I was gonna try, it kind of looked like a wounded moose. So.
I think I look like this anyway.
Are you sure?
No,
I like to run. I never said I was good at it.
yeah.
That's how it's telling Councilman Olson said. I ran in high school, I was okay.
You in that one?
I found a girlfriend who wanted me to run with her. And so I got into running, and it's a whole lot easier to medal once you turn 50. Because they have, every 5 years, they got a different age bracket. And every 5 years, there's fewer people in those age brackets. And when you hit 60, it's golden, man.
As
They
long as you could just keep running the whole time.
Yeah, well, like say, they first 3 spots medal, they say,
Uh-huh.
man, second place, I go, yes. So it's like 2 of us.
That's funny.
So, yeah, it was all about running for your better times. That never got better as I got older either. It was never my thing to do.
In high school, believe it or not, I was pretty small. And so I couldn't play, wasn't big enough to play football or anything. So plus I hated to run. I didn't like running. So I wasn't gonna do track or anything. So I thought, go for wrestling. I don't think they make you run for wrestling. I was wrong. We didn't run outside because it was cold, but we ran the old high school in Liberty had 3 stories. And we ran those steps there.
Uh-huh. I didn't start running until I was 20.
Pardon me?
I didn't start running until I think I was 20,
Uh,
21, 21 ago.
As a youth, I ran when I got in trouble.
I hated running as a kid. And I just forced myself to do it as an adult because I was like, well, you gotta do something, right? And they shut down all the gyms for COVID, so I started running.
I walk about 2.5 miles every morning, at least 6
That's
days
great.
a week.
That's great.
But as my doctor said, Tom, that's great, but weight loss begins in the kitchen.
That's true.
You need to not just run away from the kitchen, you
Yeah.
can walk away from it.
Yep. Yeah, but it's great for your heart, it's great for your lungs,
Yep, yeah.
great for your joints, muscles.
It's good for
Speaking
your
of
mind.
which,
Exactly. Yeah, that's what the big part of it is for me.
Some big things like last night, I went home
Check
before
lunch,
I did,
check.
I said, I'm
So
going
we might
for
want to say-
about
Yeah.
45 minutes.
It's definitely a de-stress time for me,
Feel better.
meditative state.
Yep, it does.
McLean's Bakery.
It's,
Not the total value.
it's the one they put down in the basement box. They've been
It
out
can.
since 1945, put in the box. And it's pretty
Down in the
good.
basement of.
The Oxbow Hotel.
So is there a separate?
Okay, If you go to North Kansas City, you have chicken and pickle.
You got
Where that is,
everything.
go where
Okay.
Blockies, there's a 9-story apartment complex. On the
Gotcha.
outside. Got a big sign up.
What's that?
In the lower level, they put in McLean's bakery in there. And so-
I've all gone in here
Kansas City,
to
so
watch.
go on and get
I have no
some
idea.
treats. Yeah,
Yeah, I need a few pounds.
I do too. You can walk out here with it on your
TV
hands.
stations here yet?
It's a nice treat.
That's okay. They are nice to have something like that once in a while.
I was looking online, and the agenda says, and then you don't have to, but
So-
are they
Are you
videoing, I mean,
or
for
you might just
YouTube?
get rolling?
No, we can get rolling, I think.
Video
Because
of
she
the-
said she might be a little late, but she'll be.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Want to call this meeting to order?
There's a few guidelines
All
we have
here?
to follow, but
Yes.
203,
Few
I
little
have
things that we really watch.
Tom Capps, Linda Jacoby, Ruth Messrine,
some people just can't do.
Matthew Chapman, and David Slater, and visitors Serenity Olson and Tom Capps.
When you said, when you said the
Um,
committee, you said Tom Capps, not Tom Moss.
Did I say Capps twice?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Okay.
Okay. All right, shall we approve the committee meeting minutes? The personnel committee minutes for August 1st, September 12th, August 29th, and October 3rd.
Who makes the motion?
I make the motion for that.
Second.
And he second. Okay,
All in favor?
yes.
Yo.
Tentative HR agenda. This is the next item on
Nothing on
the
here.
agenda. So what is this about court? And 2 options?
Oh, may I address the committee?
Yes.
So Judge Spetlik does review for Sarah as always, and the mayor look it over. And the mayor has said he wants every employee to get a 1-step increase this year. And the judge asked for a 2-step, so it's your option to make a recommendation to the board, whether it be 1 step or 2 steps, or whatever you all decide.
In 2023, she was granted a 2-step increase.
Correct.
But we've only been giving 1 step to everybody this year, so I think it should stay 1 step.
It's your committee's decision to make a recommendation to the board.
Second.
Who made the first?
I did. All in favor?
Aye.
Me?
Okay. I asked for the retirement investment fund, to be added on the agenda. Voya is where that has gone for years, and it doesn't seem like it's managed by anybody. And we only have 1 employee on it currently. That we had Fisher Investments come visit us, was that it?
Infinitas was the name. Infinitas was the name of the firm that came.
I thought it was Fisher Investments. Venitas?
Infinitas.
Infinitas.
Okay,
Isn't there more out there, Matthew?
Oh, sure.
Can we,
That was apparently a firm that Sarah was familiar with. And so-
oh, that's right, that's right. Sarah brought her in because she's involved with her.
Yes.
Can we round up a couple more? To do that?
so my question was, should we do a proposal for bids? it's only affecting one employee, but former employees may,
There's actually 4 employees that participate.
they're still contributing.
Yes.
So, do we propose to bring this to the council to get proposals for other investment firms to bid? So our employees can have a firm and active advisors helping them with their investment?
Yes, I'm with you.
Okay, I make that a motion.
I'll second it.
How many other firms do we want to come in?
Well, we want only one because it's such a slow, it's a population that whoever wants to bid on it is welcome to make a presentation to us.
Are they making a presentation to us, or are they making a presentation to the employees?
They make it to us.
Well, it would be to the board.
Yeah, I think initially it would be to the board, and if the board made a decision on a particular firm, that firm would obviously come in and make a presentation to all eligible employees.
Okay, but we'll have more than one group coming, right?
We need to, yeah.
Yes, we need to have a,
Yeah, we need to have a couple more.
We'll see who responds to proposal for bid. Okay. So I was the first, Linda was the second.
okay,
Okay, all in favor?
aye, okay.
The fourth topic, department head review.
That was Sarah's that you just talked about.
Okay. Is there anything else we need to discuss?
Sarah, Georgia had their other topic, she wanted to go over the McGrath salary study. But she's not here. But I would like to recommend that the board allow in a sub-teacher meeting down the road, Mr. Capps to come in and educate the board on how the minutes proceed or whatever, so we, as you know, there's been a complaint to Attorney General's office again. And just to maybe keep that from happening again. By the way, I've got a list of the expenses that we paid out for the sunshine request with our legal team. And I just think the board needs to be aware that when these suits get filed, or these requests get filed, it's not for free. We're not paying with house money, we're paying with taxpayer money. And if they're legit, but nothing's turned up so far, and I will tell you that the pictures taken at the Scarborough funeral will not go over well with anybody. And that could wind up being a lawsuit outside the city. And so we will see what happens on that. But I had, Mr. Crawford was taking in those pictures and he reached out to me and I said, just, let's see how it plays out. But nobody's happy about those pictures being submitted. It's an insult, in my opinion.
Tom,
And
could we make an ordinance that if we do those, we have to pay for it ourselves?
I think the answer is no. I mean, complaints against the city is not against individuals.
Okay.
And if the committee goes into closed session, I'd be glad to talk about sunshine law complaints, if you want to go into closed.
Okay.
it is public information, all right? So the public's got a right to hear how much the city's paying in legal bills and what's entailed in that filing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, certainly. It's-
I would say more than us, the people have
Yeah,
have to know how much money's being spent.
yeah, and what level we're going to. I mean, I'm not gonna say Rick Scarborough and I were as good friends as you were. We had our head buttings.
Well, so
But
do
we always came together and when it counted, we were on the same side. I mean, he'd win, I'd win. And and personally, the reason I'm up there is because he made a phone call to me. And it's really, really irritating that Alderman Gallagher took a shot at us at a funeral where the last thing on our minds was hiring a personnel director. Yeah, I think, yeah, public needs to know about what kind of people we're dealing with. Should be embarrassing everybody on that dais.
Embarrassing.
And it's gonna cost us thousands of dollars for Mr. Capps to follow through on this. And it will add to the thousands of dollars that we've already paid in this. And this is specific, I'm sure there's more to it than that, not to mention the staff time involved.
I think maybe we should have called a closed session to discuss that.
Make the motion, and it should give you the purpose for the closed session. That's what we're talking about. If you want to add one. And to be clear, I came home tonight for 10 seconds because I was invited. I wasn't just trying to find
No, and I would like for the board to invite you to each meeting for like a 15-minute session. Out. To make sure that we don't hit a bump again, because to me, nobody's ever really been concerned about the minutes make us follow the city, but now that we're being watched over, let's dot our i's, cross our t's,
Oversight's not all bad.
not all bad.
I would like to make a motion that we have a closed session for legal actions, cause of action, litigation, and privileged communication between our city representatives and its
610
and our attorney.
021.
So the three of you, the attorney,
Second.
Who do you want to meet?
Tom,
You can invite anybody in once. If you want Mr. Slater there, that's fine.
okay, Tom, David, and the three of us.
Second.
Roll call. Linda,
Yes,
Tom? You vote
to go to closed
Second.
session.
to go to closed,
Yes.
yes. Me, aye, okay. So, 2:16.
so pretty quick.
Should be better.
You're good. I'm back.
I think I'm done here. Enjoy the rest of your day. You run in the mornings or the evenings?
Afternoons,
Afternoons?
usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Look out for the traffic.
Yeah, I just run through here, the little
Tom.
business park mostly.
Pardon?
Not you.
Nobody cares about you, Mr. Moss. Councilman Moss.
Make a motion to come out to, when do you wanna do that? The open? Oh, 'cause I took it.
I would like to make a motion to come out of, or to
Come into open session.
come into open session.
From closed. Second.
Okay, roll call, Linda,
Yes,
Tom,
You'll,
Drew, yes.
I'd like to make a motion, we go home.
Wait,
I won't be here Monday night.
okay, there, does Georgia wanna talk to us now about,
I'll go ask her.
okay,
Before we go home.
Got big party plans?
Yeah, hip replacement.
Rager.
Yeah.
You are?
Is that the day you're getting the,
Tomorrow morning at 6:30.
oof,
May not be here at the next meeting either.
I may not. I may not. May not be
What I
here for the next,
understand about those,
for the next personnel meeting.
it's a long recovery.
Yeah, so,
yeah.
Hopefully that goes smoothly for you and you recover quickly.
yeah, well,
Hopefully.
yeah, I don't. I know what to expect, but I'm not looking forward to it.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
George, you have on the agenda to talk about the study?
Yes. I did make a bunch of copies of this, but for you guys who will remember the McGrath study that we did a couple years ago, right? Well, the conversation at the last meeting made me think that maybe there's a lot of new people on the board that haven't received this yet. And it might be a good thing to provide them because it seems like people were uncertain about what the staffing was supposed to be in various departments and things like that. And so
Why not?
talks about that. And the only thing, I read through it last week. The only thing in here that I saw that was that the board took issue with was, it says 14 officers in the police department. And that was so that there could be always 2 patrol officers on duty to back each other up. And the board had said like 10. But besides that, I think this was generally agreed upon and accepted. So if you guys, I just
Could you,
thought I'd offer it if you want me to provide it to Matt to give to the council.
Well, why not?
why not? Why
Okay.
not just?
I think it would
do
help
that?
the conversation
Yeah, I
and
think
put everybody
I
on the
think
same
Could you
page.
do that today? So
all of them
they'll
should
come
have.
tomorrow when they.
Sure, sure, yeah, I'll get them to Matt.
You know, you might make one for everybody so we all remember.
Department heads too?
Well, for all of us
yeah.
who were here.
Right, yeah, I was gonna do it for the whole council.
And the department heads too.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be happy to do that.
so everybody knows.
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Anything else?
and anything else?
I'm a
We've
little,
already gone through
a
that.
little late on that.
Yeah, we've already gone through it.
So they're gonna recommend to the city council that be a 1-step increase for
Okay,
Sarah, administrator,
right,
Everard.
Yes, because
right,
that's
and they're,
all we're giving to everybody else.
And there probably should.
And I talked to her about that too. I didn't want her to be surprised at the meeting I went down.
Well, it just doesn't seem right we give somebody that every year, two-step increase, when we're not giving other people that.
And yes, I totally agree with you. There has to be consistency.
Right.
So it might not hurt for us to think about a written policy or something along those lines. And that, I
You
would
and
defer
David
to,
could, maybe you and David could talk that,
yeah,
about that together and see what you could come up with and maybe.
yeah, because it seems like for a while that's followed. Like it was followed when we had the new step plan and
Right.
then, you know, people left and people came in and
Well, I think COVID and everything else changed a lot of things.
My understanding is that Sarah's not the only one to get a two-step increase in the past, so I'll
not in the
restrictor.
past, but since the new step plan was done.
I'm glad Director Comfort, I'm not sure too.
During the time, we had to do what we had to do.
Some of his credentials.
When he got, we bumped him pretty good when he got his building inspector.
Right.
It's
My gosh, that's been 7, 8
been a
years
long
ago.
time ago. yeah.
But I don't recall.
Been a long time.
Yes, the new step plan put everybody on the, you know, kind of the same rates or whatever, and it was in their pay, their grade, and the understanding was that it would be one step. Now, if the pay isn't appropriate, then we need to look at the step plan itself to see if it needs to be, it's supposed to be updated with COLA every year. COLA last year was 3.4%.
We didn't, we didn't do that.
Right, and that happens, it doesn't mean you have to do it, the consultants say that, you know, they understand. But if you let that go on for several years in a row, it's gonna cause that whole market value rates to not be correct anymore.
Then if there's no money in the piggy bank.
Right.
David, are you gonna re-erect that thing about letting supervisors go in
I- Unless you want to do it, I would think so.
well, I won't be here,
That's true.
so somebody gotta resurrect it,
I think,
but change it.
right. The board just wants some information as to why, and so we can do that without naming names, but it's.
Yeah.
it's-
You might
it's only-
Supervisors, heads get to go interview.
Yeah, department heads only without permission,
Right.
because there will be times. But,
Yeah, well, yeah, they gotta be able to flow.
yeah, I mean, we're having that luncheon on Friday, everybody's gonna be coming in. That's cool, it's open. Tomorrow.
I'm ready for my visit.
Okay, I'll go bust them out, put them on that ledge.
Okay.
You'll have to run twice as far tonight if you want one.
Yeah.
So does
No,
this,
it'll be worth it.
are you suggesting that we adjourn this meeting?
I'm suggesting we adjourn this meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion by
I
Linda.
make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Adjourn the meeting of the personnel committee.
Tom is a second. All in favor?
Ooh,
Aye.
What, monkey sounds now? Monkey sounds now?
And
Have a good weekend.
you too. How's David?
hoorah.
I guess he's technically released from the surgeon now.
Oh, that's
This was his
wonderful.
6th week, I think.